This is video of Powerhouse Sky Zoom 4 over the West Lake Landfill. There are signs of new activity cropping up at the Superfund cleanup site where illegally dumped radioactive waste still poses a danger to the community. It's been 2 years since a plan was agreed on to dig up and remove 70% of the waste. Russell Kinsall is live in Bridgeton, detailing the next step before cleanup begins.
Steve, right now, if you drive down St. Charles Rock Road here in Bridgeton past West Lake Landfill, you're going to see some earth-moving equipment, and you'll probably see activity there for the next 40 days or so. It's all part of a project to alleviate the problem with stormwater runoff and the potential of that runoff from taking contaminated soil and taking it off-site, potentially posing a threat to the public. But it's also a sign that the eventual cleanup is getting a little bit closer.
We're very hopeful.
After fighting for years to reduce the risks posed by buried radioactive waste at West Lake Landfill, Don Chapman is seeing hopeful signs. The waste came from the Manhattan Project and was illegally dumped at the site in the 1970s. Concern spiked after an underground fire was discovered in the neighboring Bridgeton landfill in 2008.
And a landfill in a community is one thing, but this is a Superfund site. And it's actually on the national priorities list, which means that this is one of the most dangerous sites in the nation.
Video from Powerhouse Sky Zoom 4 shows the activity from a project started this week. It'll prevent stormwater runoff from the Bridgeton landfill from reaching West Lake.
To keep any stormwater from coming onto the radioactive site that would potentially cause problems. So in that sense, there is a benefit, definitely.
The project will reduce the risk of contaminated soil washing off-site and posing a risk to the public. Another project will be to move a fence so it'll more accurately show where the radioactive material is buried.
The fence was basically placed based on past operations, not based on where the radioactive materials were.
In another section where radioactive material is buried, there are plans for new soil sampling in October and November, work that will pinpoint exactly where all the material is located. Part of the work needed to finally reach the goal of removing most of the radioactive material.
It was hard fought for, and we're still a bruised community, and it makes the bruises hurt a little bit less.
So projects like this take a lot of preparatory work, a lot of really precise planning. So when will they begin digging up that radioactive material? About a year and a half from today. Live in Bridgeton, Russell Kinsall, News 4.